Hi, you may already know me, but my name is Raustin Memon. I'm the head of marketing and growth at the B-Token. I'm here for our Friday video updates to discuss conferences. And I'd love to discuss the strategy behind them as well as some updates on some future conferences that we'll be attending. Starting off, why conferences? There's a few kind of critical benefits that you guys might already be aware of, but I'd like to go a little bit deeper and discuss some of the ones that maybe our community is not actually aware of. So one of the most obvious ones and one of the most probably paramount reasons for why we go to these conferences is to establish partnerships. So we establish partnerships with other crypto companies and with other travel companies, as well as potentially media partners and future hires. So in the past, what you're going to be seeing is some of these partnerships are going to be leading to future accommodation sponsorships. So it's something that we had done a few months ago. Maybe you guys are familiar with it, but it's one of our strongest points for growth in the future. So what this means is we have all of these crypto conferences, and typically you're going to be, you're there to discuss blockchain. You're there because you want to be part of this community. But what does that process look like? Maybe if you're lucky, the conference is accepting Bitcoin or ETH. Most likely you're going to end up paying with a credit card. Most likely you're going to end up going to stay at a hotel, and it's just like any other conference. So something that we decided to do here at B-Token, which is pretty novel in my opinion, is that we created these accommodation partnerships with these conferences that allow the guests at the conference to actually book with crypto and stay with other guests like-minded with them. So whether it's renting out a large vacation rental home where you can stay with the people that you're going to the conference with, or maybe you just want to stay at the hotel that's actually at the conference for convenience, but you can still pay with crypto. So that's something that you're going to be seeing a lot more of in the future, and we can talk about that a little bit later, but the other thing that we're really working on is acquiring hosts and users. It's something that we've actually had pretty good success with so far, and we're going to be ramping up in the future. The second reason why we're at conferences is because we've been invited to be speakers at them. So it's just an opportunity that one of the great things about B-Token is that a lot of our executive leaders are thought leaders in the space, and they are frequently requested to go speak at these conferences. So it's a tremendous honor on an individual basis, but it's a great way to kind of spread the vision and the brand for B-Token. So I think those cover the big benefits of why we're at conferences. And maybe a few that you can kind of keep an eye out for are HoshoCon, Token Fest, Vacation Rental World Summit, and Beyond Blocks in Thailand. So what we're going to be doing with those, we're reaching out with future details, but we're going to be offering discounts for both tickets to the conferences as well as discounts on accommodations. I realize we're not in all of these cities quite yet, but there are some plans around those cities as well, but I can't quite talk about those at this time. I think that covers up our update for this week, but please send me a message on Telegram. I'd be happy to respond to any questions, but just as a heads up, as you guys already know, I have nothing to do personally with exchanges, so please don't send me questions about them. I'm just going to have to give you the same canned response. But otherwise, I'm happy to have any sort of discussion on any topics of B-Token, and of all of you that have already had discussions with me, you know I'm quite transparent, and I'm happy to answer anything that I can. So thanks, have a great weekend. Bye guys.